Hey guys, my name is Jake Zelch. I'm the writer-director of The Haunting of Mia Moss and The Krampus Carol. And tonight on The 13th Wolfman, we are covering both of those films.
Hey everybody, it's the 13th Wolfman. Welcome to the College of Horror Knowledge. That's right, I'm going to guide you along as I sit down and talk with Jake Zelch on Sit Down. Welcome to Sit Down, Jake. Sorry.
You're good. Thank you for having me on here.
Oh yeah, no problem, man. You directed this. You directed this. You directed Krampus Carol and The Haunting of Mia Moss, which has a family member of ours. You know, I refer to as family loosely because we've had her on many times. Destiny.
Oh yeah, Destiny Orndorff.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah. You say she's awesome, but I mean, what was it like working with her? I mean, is she all professional? Is she having a good time or what?
Her and Tristan, they're great. I think that they're going to go really far in this genre, especially. Um, but it's interesting because she has like something that most actresses don't have. Like you can just tell just by watching her in Party Night or Red Eye, you can just tell that she has that.
There's a spark there. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No, I know exactly what you mean. We had her on we had her and Tristan on like way before Red Eye was even filmed.
Mm-hmm.
I saw this like crazy teaser trailer for the movie, and I sent it to another one of the guys, and I said, "What do you think of this?" And he's like, "Oh, you need to get them on." And we had them on, and it's like ever since then we're kind of like the crazy weird uncles or whatever, going, "Come on, we need to see these two succeed," you know.
Yeah, they're fearless. I think that's part of it too. They're both fearless. They're a really good team, and of course, they have boundaries. That's their whole motto that they live by. So I'm interested to see go.
Yeah, especially this next one. I mean, Red Eye was just phenomenal. I'm really looking to see what comes out of them with this next movie, The Inverted. Yeah, that looks. I like those kinds of movies. The movies about cults and whatnot. So, I mean, that's. I like a lot of stuff. I mean, if it's horror, I like it. Well, let's talk about Krampus Carol, man. So, you're doing a Kickstarter for this, but it's basically to help post production.
Well, I have the entire movie shot except for I have a couple extras, like maybe I should extend the ending or touch on a few different things. But we're doing the Kickstarter to help finish it up with Brinke Stevens because she's going to be doing an intro and an outro for the film, and she's also going to be narrating parts of it.
Oh, yeah, that's another one, man. That's somebody I'm just dying to get on sit down. Brink.
Yeah, she's awesome. She's phenomenal.
I mean, I was in high school when like things like Slumber Party Massacre came out. So
Mm-hmm.
so I just yeah. So she's gonna. It sounds like she's doing kind of like a Boris Karloff type thing with Mario Bava's movie, where he
Yeah,
basically was the intro, the outro, and narrated it.
right. I'm thinking kind of like an Elvira type thing where it's dark and gothic and sexy and
Oh yeah,
which Brink is perfect then.
Brink is perfect for that, especially the gothic and sexy part. But no, I love that. So give everyone an idea of what Krampus Carol is all about.
Krampus, it's a mixture of Charles Dickens' story, Christmas Carol, and Edgar Allan Poe's Telltale Heart. So it's kind of those two stories melded together, and it's about a husband and wife who are trying to be in a family cabin for Christmas Eve, and they get in this huge fight, and the husband murders him. And that night, he's visited by a ghost that tells him, because of what you did, you've awakened these evils. So he's tormented throughout the night by these Christmas-like creatures.
So, I mean, were you already a fan of like Dickens and Poe, and thought, hey, these two would work together, or where did the idea to mesh these two kinds of stories together come from?
My dad, I'm one of six, and there's one girl, so constantly told stories and a little rougher than family, I think. And I remember being young, and my dad had told us the story of Christmas Carol and the story of Telltale Heart. And being young, I kind of molded those stories together, and then grew up with that in my mind. Grew up with that as a story, and so being 27 now, it was just really interesting to kind of go back and revisit that. They work together,
So were you always? I mean, I get that your dad told you stories, but were you always a horror fan? Growing up.
A horror, yes.
But yeah, no. So you like horror growing up? Do you have like a favorite subgenre?
I don't know. I really like Christmas horror films, I think, honestly, and that's a big reason for doing this. And then Troy Escamilla has the Mrs. Claus movie coming out. I think Christmas horror is probably my favorite subgenre.
And there's quite a few of those. It seems like in the last 10 years, the whole Christmas horror thing has exploded.
Yeah, they're just really fun and zany, Like you can get away with a lot of different things.
I mean, what was it? Was it last year, the year before, that All Through the House came out with Jessica Cameron?
Yeah, I think that was last year. Which I haven't seen it. It looks really good.
It is really good.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah, we actually had Todd Nunez and Ash and his sister Ashley and Joanna Ray and Jessica Cameron on one night talking about it. And Jessica Cameron was actually in England at the time. It was like 2 a.m. and she's wandering around London on the phone.
Nice.
Yeah, it was funny. What would your favorite Christmas horror film be?
My favorite horror film? Oh God.
Well, Christmas horror film. I mean.
Oh, my favorite Christmas horror film would have to be Mrs. Claus, probably.
Oh.
Yeah. I thought that one was pretty good.
Okay, yeah. I like the original Black Christmas.
Yeah, that one's good.
I mean, it was funny because there was a time in the 70s and 80s where they would put out, Christmas themed horror movies. It was like Black Christmas, Don't Open Till Christmas, Christmas Evil, Silent Night, Bloody Night, Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Now those are making a comeback, which is amazing.
Well, it's funny because, like I said earlier, it's like in the last 10 years we've had so many All Through the House. You could even go back to the late 90s or early 2000s, Goldberg's Santa's Sleigh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Jack Frost.
The Jack Frost movies, those were ridiculous. I actually just watched the second one last night.
The one where he's in the Bahamas or whatever.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad.
It's fun though. I mean, that's the point of like Christmas horror, because they're fun, they're entertaining.
It was still pretty bad.
Yeah.
I mean, a snowman in the middle of a sunny island. Just sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works. So, we do have the trailer for this. Did you want to introduce it?
Well, you guys are about to watch the trailer for Carol. It's going to be freaking awesome.
You okay?
Yeah, fine.
You always get so weird around this time of year.
it's not always that easy being here. Could you please not be loaded when my parents come tomorrow?
Wouldn't that be a shame?
You sure take your time waking up now, don't you? I'm the ghost of Christmas cheer. Okay, look, here's the deal. You murdered your wife on Christmas Eve. And now you've unleashed 3 ancient evils.
What is provided here, no matter what.
And of course, that's a Krampus Carol. I'm looking forward to seeing this. So, like I said, this is a Kickstarter, and if you want to, there will be a link down below for you guys to go over and check out the Kickstarter. You guys have hit your goal already, but I mean, it wouldn't be bad to get a little bit more to help out, right?
Well, I mean, as far as movies go, there's enough time and enough money to go around independent films. So, I mean, it all helps.
Yeah. But, I mean, yeah, it sounds like a good time. You got Brinke Stevens in it. Helen Udy is in it. You know, I mean, it's going to be a good time all around. So, if people are looking to find you on the social network or anywhere on the network, can they find you, Jake?
Just go to Facebook and type in Jake Zelch. I have a page set up, but I don't think there's a link to it, so just search for my name.
Okay. It's Jake Zelch. It's The Haunting of Mia Moss, which was the film that he put out before this, with good old Destiny and Brinke. And now we've got a Krampus Carol. So be on the lookout for this guy because it sounds like he's going to be on fire, especially in the middle of the wintertime. I am the 13th Wolfman, and for Jake, I'm on the prowl.